Hey everybody, welcome back to our objection of the week. It's your Heartland rep here, Alex Gabriel. Guys, hope y'all are doing well. With that being said, let's dive into this week's content. So generally speaking, when we talk about the content or what we've covered in this whole video series, are specific objections that you may run into and potential rebuttals that you could utilize to your advantage to overcome those respective objections, right? And we've also talked about a couple of strategies and then general thought processes as well. This week, I wanted to sort of go in a little bit of a different avenue, right? And that is talk about lead generation, right? Just a couple of lead generation strategies that I've seen a lot of successful sales reps use as I've traveled across the country this last 6 months. I've kind of been trying to pick as many people's brains as possible. And so with that being said, I have a couple strategies that I've seen individuals utilize that are free or very inexpensive, and a lot of times can get and garner a lot of leads. So those two primary objections or two primary lead generation strategies that I want to focus on are one, social media, specifically with Facebook, and then secondarily Craigslist, right? So generally speaking, I'm sure you have a push or you've thought about the idea of having a social media page, whether that's shooting videos or creating content, and that is a great strategy. If you're comfortable doing that, a lot of people have gotten a lot of leads doing that particular thing. They're creating a brand, they make videos, they do walkthroughs, and they show the product that's on their lot. But with that being said, there is another potential strategy that I think is very, very effective, and that is to utilize Facebook Marketplace, right? So I've seen individuals, and not just from the sales, right? So sales managers and your marketing team probably already does this, but it also is nice to do it for yourself. You could pick out your 3 or 4 favorite units that you have on the ground that you really, really would like to sell or feel most comfortable selling. Post those on Facebook Marketplace, right? What's kind of nice about this, again, it's free, and you could, if you wanted to, pay advertisement a small portion and geolocate it, but generally speaking, you could just put it on there. It's free, right? You could put an object on there on Facebook Marketplace, right? Make sure that you get the okay from your management to put that product on there. I doubt they would care, but again, you do want to make sure that it's okay with them that you are putting their product on Facebook Marketplace. But what's nice about this is, one, again, it's free, and secondarily, it will bring the customer to you, right? What's kind of nice is, I'm sure we've all done it, when you're scrolling for something, as a consumer, it gives you a little bit of advantage and you feel a little bit more comfortable, right? If you're on Marketplace, the first question it will prompt you, right? If you're interested in something, it'll ask you to tap, is this still available, right? And so that automatically the customer is starting the conversation versus you having to, cold call or reach out to whomever it may be, right? So kind of they're asking a question so you can immediately start that correspondence, right? So I really, really like that Facebook Marketplace. And again, you could go crazy, but I know I've seen individuals utilize this as a great way. And again, it's a free way to generate leads. The second way that you could do this, again, is to use Craigslist. Craigslist is very, very inexpensive. I believe the lowest amount that you have to spend is $5 to put an advertisement on there or put a listing on there. In some cases, I know that it's been free, but I also know that you have had to pay. But again, it could be $5. And again, it's that same situation. People go on Craigslist, they search, RVs, fifth wheels, whatever it may be, and then they'll contact you, right? So then you have an immediate in with their contact information because they've actually sought that out for you. And generally speaking, the leads are pretty good. Again, sometimes with the Facebook or Craigslist, they may not be good, but again, we're talking about opportunities, we're talking about pipeline, right? So having as many swings at it as possible. And again, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be 6 months from now, but eventually, when that time comes, you are their person because you've had that correspondence and had that contact, right? So definitely think about considering using those two facets, right? Facebook Marketplace, again, just as a salesperson, ask your general manager, hey, is it okay if I put 3 or 4 units? Hopefully it's a big country or one of my products. Is it okay if I put one of these products on here? And secondarily, can I do the same thing for Craigslist if you do want to spend that little bit of money? And again, because we're spending a little money, hopefully make a lot of money in return. But again, just a couple strategies that I've seen be pretty effective for quite a few salespeople across our country, particularly in the central United States. Guys, thanks so much for spending these 4 or 5 minutes. Hopefully you like that little intro, and I'll see you and I'll be in your inbox very, very soon.